Hey guys, how you doing? My name is Carl Baines, and welcome to the Paradigm Effect segment of Productive Sundays. I'm so glad you guys can check us out. And so here's the new beginnings of Productive Sundays, and I'm excited for it. But I want to go ahead and make this our first video, our introductory video, okay? So what I want to do is for you guys to get to know me, what I do, and how I can help you guys transform your thinking in order to transform your life. So let me tell you a little bit about me. I'm just a simple guy from Houston, Texas, an entrepreneur and a life coach that loves helping people. So you're probably thinking to yourself, man, what is this guy can do for me? How can he help me? So let me go ahead and go into it a little bit deeper and let me explain. Let me ask you a question. Have you ever tried to go through life but you feel like you're getting stuck? Have you ever tried to want to make something happen but you didn't have the necessary tools to get things going the way you want them to go? Have you ever felt like that you had the tools, you had the mindset, but it was just something inside of you that was stopping you from moving forward? Well, guess what? I'm the guy to help you with that situation, that problem, and that concern. Here's the reason why I say that. Many moons ago, actually back in 2008, I was starting this journey myself. I was 320 pounds, and I knew for a fact that I wanted to make a change because I looked in the mirror and said, Carl, you need to make a change, right? Especially when your nickname is Big Carl. So I wanted to make the change, and so I started my process mentally, physically, financially, even spiritually. And so I knew for a fact that I wanted to make some things change and to make some things happen. And so I started on that journey, and I started building relationships with people from my past and in my present. And one of those persons was my father, right? And so I got to get to know my father after years of us being separated through his life journey. And so, long story short, my dad died at the age of 51. And so I knew that I didn't want that to happen to me because it was heart situations that allowed him to get to where he got to, and fast forward, he passed away. So I knew that I wanted to make some things happen. A lot of stuff was transpiring during that time, and so I really wanted to grow and be a better person. And so I started my journey, right? I got with some people like my mentor, Dr. Harold Davis, now out of San Diego, got with a doctor by the name of Dr. Wallach, helped me with my health. I started getting key people to allow me to be successful. And so that's what I did. And so when I did that, it allowed me to be a better person. And God came in my spirit and said, Carl, if you can do this for yourself, imagine what you can do with others. And so the paradigm effect came to pass, right? And so that's why I came up with the mindset of if I can transform your thinking, I can transform your life. And the great part about this was it wasn't just for me. It was for so many other people that were out there that were hurting, that was trying to get through life alive. And I'll explain that a little bit later, right, as the weeks go on. And so time after time again, I had multiple clients that were going through the same journey that I was. And now I had the pieces and the tools and the mindset and even the training to help them in their situation and in the stuff that they were enduring. So with that, I knew for a fact I had it. I knew I had a way to help them out and get it done. And so all I needed to do is set myself up to get ready to take care of the masses. And so I did that, and I was excited about it. And I knew for a fact that if I did this on a larger scale, it will allow me to do some big things. So guys, in this first video, you're going to be seeing me just being me, right? Joking, laughing, playing, looking to the side to make sure that I'm doing things the right way, right? That's another thing that I want you guys to write down if you're writing down notes. This journey is not always going to be picture perfect, right? I want you to write that down. This journey is not going to always be picture perfect, right? We've been programmed, that's another thing we're going to be talking about, to think this way, to think that everything should be perfect. You should do things a certain way. Now, let me explain that in greater detail. There's this old way, and then there's a new way, right? The old way is that you have to be picture perfect. You can't mess up. You can't fail. You cannot allow yourself to go through life's journey without being crossing every T and dotting every I, right? We've been programmed to say, hey, if you go to school, go to college, get a good job, you will get a great job for 30 years and allow you to get that gold watch or whatever thing that company or companies is giving out, right? Those were the old ways of thinking, right? Or there's only one way to make income, right? There's only one way to get your music out there. There's only one way or one avenue to allow to get you to your success, right? That's the old way of thinking, right? Now I want to present you to the new way of thinking, right? There's many ways that you can be successful in life. And guess what? All success is not the same. Here's how I know. I did the perfect thing that your parents and your grandparents and your parents tell you, right? Which is go to school, get that good job, right? I came from humble beginnings. I know what it means to eat a grilled cheese sandwich and eat ramen noodles, right? I know all that stuff, right? I'm that hood kid, making it out of hood, have a successful lifestyle, and then realize that that wasn't the lifestyle that I wanted to live, right? We often have that old mentality, right? That's that, you know what, keep on making it, keep doing what you're doing, and you'll get that good way of living, right? But I realized that through my process and through my journey, and through my clients' process and through their journey, they realized that guess what? It's not that way. It isn't picture perfect. Some people said, hey, I'm going to go to school and get that good job. But when they got out of school, there was no job to get. Right? Some people say that, guess what? While they're on that job, they're doing what they need to do. Guess what? The opportunities weren't there to make them go to the next step. Or guess what? If they did get a good job and they kept going, years later, they realized that that's not really what their passions is, their journeys, to what they really want out of life, right? What they want to leave to their children's children, which is absolutely nothing if you're working for somebody. That's another conversation that we're going to talk about next week, right? So we realize that there's an old way and there's a new way. And in that new way, guess what? There's many facets and many ways to go ahead and make things happen. You can go and have multiple streams of income, right? You can go ahead and live a life of being frugal and being able to travel while living the life that you want to live. Guess what? If you want to put a tent out in a natural park and you consider that to be the lifestyle you want to live, guess what? You can live that lifestyle. You can be whoever you want to be. You can do whatever you want to do. You can have whatever you want to have. And there's no filter. There's no limit, which is another segment we're going to talk about, right? There's no limit to what you can do and what you can be. And so I say all that to say that I'm so excited about this segment that we're doing because it's going to allow you, the individual, to open your mindset, to open up the nuances of new beliefs and new thinking. I learned a long time ago, actually roughly 3 or 4 years ago, that as you think of new ideas and if you grow and you become a better person, you have new brain stems that are growing, right? So it allows you to constantly keep moving. As you grow more, then you become more, right? I don't know if you guys know about the shark, right? The shark moves around and it goes in and it's a predator and right, bad things and blah, 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 shark. But guess what? If a shark stops moving, a shark, not a stark, look at me. If a shark stopped moving, guess what? He dies. A shark would die if it stopped moving, right? Same thing with a giraffe, right? If a giraffe didn't have the ability to extend his neck as the trees grew, guess what? He would have died. And what I'm talking about is adapting to your surroundings, growing to become a newer person in new situations at any time. That's what I'm talking about when it comes to new situations and old situations and new situations, okay? That means that at the end of the day, I know what it means to, do it the old way, which is go to school, get a good job, or do it like mother, father, and the generations before me did, or have a belief like everybody else, right? Which is another segment that we're going to talk about is the power of who you are and the law of the first circle. We're going to be talking about that, right? But more importantly, we want to talk about what it is that can be new, right? I want to do new things versus the old things, right? I want to make sure that I can incorporate the two. Sometimes you can incorporate the two and allow you to become a great person. This is what I've always told my clients and I pride myself on. which is learning how to incorporate the new with the old, right? It's just like being around your grandparents and even your parents, right? It's some core things that they taught you, right? Those programs that they taught you to allow you to be very successful, allow you to be a great person, allow you to be on this journey not by yourself, but allow you to grow and be and do better things, right? But there's also things that they didn't learn that are new, right? So that, for example, hey, I can have a great job, but I can also do something on the side to allow me to make the same amount of income, or if not more, than that old way of thinking when it comes to a job. And I'm not excluding jobs, okay? If you feel like a job allows you to be who you want to be, then by all means do it. If you think a job will allow you to be successful, great. But here's the thing that's different about me or the paradigm effect. We allow you to bring old with the new. We allow you to be who you are, but also allow you to continually to grow of who you're about to become. And so, like I said, this is going to be a segment to allow you to be free, right? And what I mean about being free is allow you to vocalize those things that are in the back of your mind that you want to vocally say or you want to say out loud, but someone has told you that that's not true. Though they have told you that, why would you think like that? You know, people shouldn't think like that because at the end of the day, is what's a dream? You know what? I deal in reality, right? Those people, right? You know what? I'm the one that, believe in practical thinking, right? I'm the one that says, hey, A plus B equals C. But guess what? A plus B does equal C, but there's so many ways to get to C, right? Carl, C, you get it? Okay. So we're going to be talking about some things like that. Now, let's talk about some do's and don'ts, right? Let's make sure that we're being real with ourselves and we make sure that we're being transparent. That's the number one thing I want you to do. Be transparent with yourself, okay? Through this segment, I'm going to have you to do some homework, right? I want you to sit down. I want you to write down some things, and I want you to be transparent. Here's what I don't want you to do. I don't want you to second guess this journey. And this is the reason why I say that. Because oftentimes when a new opportunity comes, especially comes while we're sitting down or while we're in an aha moment or we feeling good or we having a great day, we often second guess it. And that's what I don't want you to do, okay? I want you to look at this as an opportunity and a way for you to grow, right? This is a growing segment. That's why I called it Productive Sundays. That's me sitting my butt down, right? Every Sunday and getting with you, yes, you, and you, a way to be successful for yourself, not for Carl, not for the Paradigm Effect and our brand, not for my many clients around the United States and around the world. Not about that, right? This is significantly, look at me, see, can't be perfect, about you. This is about you. And so I'm excited for you, okay? So the do is go through the journey. What I don't want you to do is second guess the journey, okay? So the next thing I want you to do is this. I want you to be excited about this journey, okay? I know you're like, okay, Carl, you're a little hyper and you over the top. Listen, when you know that you're doing what you love, I mean, it's bigger than, doing things you like. Some people consider this as their job or, a thing that they're just good at or, something that they like, right? I want you to, when you start thinking about the things that you love, and if somebody gave you a choice, right? Gave you a choice to say, hey, if money wasn't an object and we put this old and new way in front of you, which one would you choose? And 9 times out of 10, most people would choose the new way because it allows them to grow. Now, here's the great part about it. They can incorporate some of the old, but the new way will be the point in which that person will go towards, okay? So get excited. Get loud, get crazy. I want you to laugh with me. I want you to talk to me via YouTube. I want you to write messages. I also want people to subscribe, right? I'm trying to build this. And so I want you to get on my Facebook channel. That's going to be the Paradigm Effect. The group is coming soon. You could go to Carl Baines on the Facebook. You go to under Twitter with D as in Delta, Paradigm Effect, right? I couldn't get the. So D, right? So I want you guys to be involved with this. And I'm excited to give you guys about this information. So stay excited, okay? What I don't want you to do is think of this as another motivational speech, okay? I don't want you to think of this as another person trying to give you some rah-rah, right? And here's what I mean about that. I mean that at the end of the day, I'm going to give you pen on paper information to allow you to be successful, okay? No more of this motivational, I'm gonna pump you up, get you running around the room, going around in circles, type of feeling, and then a day later, you feel the exact same way that you felt when you first saw this video or if you first started watching these segments, right? I don't want you to do that. So with that, I'm going to give you tangible information that you can apply on a day-to-day basis to allow you to grow, right? Can you guys, okay, we're going to be talking to each other, and I don't want you to be quiet even though this is video. So I want you to say to me, I am going to grow in this process. Okay? So I want you guys to grow with me, right? I want you to stay motivated. I want you to stay within yourself, and I want you to grow with me. I don't want you guys to get to the point where we're stopping, or you don't see the vision, or you don't want to do this anymore. I want you to constantly grow, right? Right? So I want you to stay motivated, and I want you to stay grow, right? What I mean by motivated is motivated within yourself to do what is necessary from you. What I don't want you to do is think that this is hard, that you can't take roughly, videos are probably going to be 20 to 30 minutes long. I don't want you to feel like this is take a long time, right? I do an hour of power myself. So I set out an hour of power to help me in any way, shape, or form that I can grow and be who I want to be, right? If it's reading a book, if it's working out, if it's meditating, if it's getting into a point of being thankful, even spending time and building relationships with others. I call it an hour of power. And so I want you guys to be a part of that too, right? We're going to be doing all of that. So I want you guys to do all of it. But what I don't want you to do is lose hope, right? Or lose focus, right? Because I know for a fact that if we don't lose focus, we can be successful, right? So with that, this is not going to be a super long video. It's probably going to be 20 minutes, right? So we're almost there. So I'm going to let you guys go in a couple of minutes, but you have homework, okay? So with the homework that you have tonight, I want you to sit down and fill out a sheet of paper that's going to be connected, or is going to be connected somewhere right here in this video. And if it's not connected, connect with me either through any of my social medias, or guess what? You can email me. Go to cbaines@theparadigmeffect.com. Again, that's cbaines@theparadigmeffect.com. And guess what? Ask me for the piece of paper, right? Remember, always be transparent and always be okay at failing or messing up. I'm a goofball, right? I'm a goofball, right? So we're going to mess up sometimes, right? So I'm not going to make this perfect video, right? Because I want you guys to know that guess what? I'm a human just like you're human. I go through trials and tribulations just like you. We're going to be working together. We're going to be talking together. And the best way that we can do that is be real, okay? So I'm going to send you guys, or I want you to contact me through all my social media, or through the link below. I'll send, or hit me up right here. And that way I'll be able to give you either a PDF or a Word document that you guys can fill out and you can assess yourself. I don't even want to sit down and talk to you about it. Maybe I can do some off-site stuff where I may go on Facebook and have everyone to kind of shoot me some messages. But let's go ahead and let's be real. Let's grow together. Let's do better. Let's have better. Let's be better. With that, I'm going to let you guys go. This is just the first video, and I'm excited about what we're going to be doing together. With that, I'm Carl Baines, and simply what I do, I help you transform your thinking in order to transform your life, and that is the Paradigm Effect. Hope you have a blessed week, and take care.